Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to give you my top 10 tips for staying sane during major renovations. Okay, because we are having a lot of work done here in the house. There is a series that goes up, I will link below to show you what's happening and how and what and why. But I just thought, you know what, I've learned an awful lot going through this process and I wanted to help some of you who might think, oh my God, is it too much? Can I cope with it? So the things that I've learned. Number one, realise your team. So don't think that you're going to have to completely do it on your own. Now, I obviously have done some bits and pieces. I'm not that capable of doing this kind of thing that's going on here. So don't, I was just realising one of the electric boxes isn't there yet, but they must have run out of time. Oh no, there's a problem with that cable. I think they need to change the cable. So yeah, ask for some help. Don't think that you're going to be sitting there like taking the whole world on your shoulders, because that's going to be too much and too overwhelming. And take the project one small chunk at a time. I will tell you a story. When I took the phone conversation from the project manager / quantity surveyor to say that they were going to start work the following week, I actually sat there and I was like this, and my daughter said, what on earth is that phone call you've just taken? And I said the work is going to start next week. And she's like, it's okay, but I felt really overwhelmed and I was really in a panic. And I spoke to a couple of people who I really value their opinion, and I was sort of like advised that don't look at it as a whole project. Don't look at it that this is all going to be, the roof's going to be taken down. Look at that door, isn't that lovely? Don't look at it, the roof's going to be taken down and that, you know, you're going to have 7 people on site for X amount of weeks, and don't look at it like that. Look at it one small thing at a time. Now, a couple of weekends ago, or I can't remember when it was, my bedroom needed decorating. My bedroom wasn't going to have anything done to it, but because of the water damage and that I've had there, that's had to have a major load of work done as well. And I decided that it needed a paintbrush taken to it. And I normally am not very good at things like that and not as patient as I probably need to be. But I thought, no, I'm really going to try with this. And so I got the masking tape and I decided to put the masking tape around all the places it needed to be. I've had new radiators installed in there and they've got the lovely new copper pipes. And I just thought, you know what, if I take one piece of masking tape, small piece, and wrap it around that piece of copper pipe, and then I could take another small piece and I can wrap that around. And as I carried on doing that, then the whole room was masked out. I was enjoying it with some music on in the background, and do you know what I mean? So I was like taking those little bite-sized chunks, and then once it was all masking taped out, it made my job a whole lot easier. So I took the little bite-sized chunks and thought, how am I going to get this masking tape around there when it's right against the wall? So I was like, little chunk around, and then it was all done. You get me? You follow me? So yeah, that's the way that I've dealt with it. So one day it's been like, okay, the carpenters are going to be here and this is what they're going to do, and what they're going to need from me. They're going to need cups of tea, lots of biscuits, but that's going to be another video. I'm going to do another video on best practices for having your house renovated, if that makes sense. That'd be all that sort of stuff, but this is about keeping your head logical. Try not to feel too overwhelmed. Know that you are, this is number 3, spinning plates, and sometimes as you're juggling, you're going to drop a ball. You're spinning plates, one will smash. Things are going to happen that you haven't accounted for. Sometimes this stuff happens, and what you're going to have to do is think, oh okay, I couldn't do all of that juggling of all of those balls at once, I've dropped one. It's happened, it is what it is, let's just carry on juggling the rest. And you know, do what you can, just accept that that might happen and that it isn't necessarily going to be the end of the world. Number 4, well, at the end of the day, when the builders have packed up and left, do not try and recreate a show home. Now, yesterday when they left, look, they've left some bits and pieces there. They're coming back to deal with all of that, and so why am I going to worry about clearing that up, sweeping the floor? What's the point? So let me tell you, my kitchen tops, obviously there's a certain level that you've got to keep, and you've got to think, right, we've got to keep this nice, we've got to keep that nice. So I was cooking the dinner and I wiped all the kitchen surfaces down, and then the following morning when I came down, you could see a clear film of dust again. So this is what's happening constantly. It is more about fighting fires than it is about at the end of the day stressing yourself out, like, oh, I've got to make everything perfect. Like, we're going to have a new carpet now, as it turns out, in my on my stair carpet, which I was probably going to get that done anyway, so it'd just be nice. That has been completely wrecked and ruined. So while I go over it with the hoover every day and get rid of the little boulders, what I don't do is the little paint splash or the little this or that. You know, there's no point in doing unnecessary things. Do what you must and don't worry about the rest. Your house is not going to look like a show home for the duration of your renovation project. Leading me nicely onto the next tip. This will not be forever. You are getting in a place that's like, for a reason to get you to somewhere else, okay? This isn't going to last forever, so just keep that in mind. Today, we are taking the day off as a family because it is the last day before my son goes back to work after furlough. My daughter is off, the sun is shining. I have serious, do you know what DOMs are? I learned that quite recently. I've got serious shoulder aches, and I think it was where I've been lifting some things and I've been just doing stuff that I wouldn't normally, and I've tried lots of stretching and things, but it really aches, and you might find that you get aches in places. Listen to your body. Do not try and push through too much. If you can help and take some rest, I think that's going to probably be beneficial in the long run. While you're realising that things are going to be very different in your home for a while, try and look at it on the positive side and count your blessings. So for example, we lived in our bedrooms. This sounds worse than it is, but we lived without any heating for 14 years in our bedroom. And the amount of people I've told that to recently, they've gone, oh my God, that's awful. Well, it wasn't awful, not really. I just had to really crank the heating up downstairs to make sure it would come upstairs. And we had little plug-in oil radiators. It was fine, actually, it was okay. But now we have been in a position where, you know, don't get me wrong, I've been on my arse and I've worked damn hard to get to here. And I did make another video saying like how I managed to do it, remortgaging and things like that. So I have got to the stage where I woke up, and I posted this on Instagram. I looked to the side of me and there was a radiator in my bedroom. Now to some people it might just be a radiator in your bedroom. To me, that was a symbol of 14 years of blinking hard graft and getting to a place where I'm like, right, we've now got radiators. And I'm so grateful, even though it meant I needed a new carpet in my room because they lifted my carpet. Underlay wasn't where it should be and it was very difficult to re-put down. Nobody's fault, just one of those things. So I'm very grateful that I'm in that position, and I think you've got to be thinking, okay, so we might be on a tight budget, things might not be going to plan, but there's always something to be thankful for about this, so try and remember your gratitude. So just quickly on the end of that as well, you know, we've had this leaking roof for quite a long time now, and we're lucky enough now that we've had that fixed. Feeling really blessed about it. I mean, this ceiling is absolutely perfect, and I'm not going to show you because you need to watch the renovation videos, which I've edited. I think 3 are up, and the rest I've parked because it was all too much. I couldn't deal with that, and trying to work, and trying to do this, and trying to everything all at the same time. So those will be coming. Like I say, they're linked. You've got to remember as well, if ever you've decorated a room, you start decorating the room, you're like, oh God, what did I start this for? It's an absolute nightmare. And then soon enough, it becomes a distant memory. You know, you might move back into that room and think, oh, this looks quite nice. And then it becomes a distant memory. So it's not going to be forever. Right. This is an absolute top tip. Get up in the morning with plenty of time before the builders arrive. Rushing around, getting up out of bed and thinking, oh my God, I've got to do that, that and that before they come. They will want to talk to you. They will want to tell you things that's going on today. They will want to ask you questions. Do you want that door painted white? Yes, please. Do you want that door covered in plastic so that we don't get paint all over it? Yes, please. You know, there's going to be lots of questions. You're going to want to make them cups of tea. You're going to want to have a little bit of banter. You're going to want to just be there and be completely present when they arrive. So if you're getting up in the morning to put your makeup on and make a video, make sure you get up in plenty of time to do that. If you absolutely have got some work that you must crank out on that day, get up and do that. If you need to go to bed earlier to do that, then do it. Because I've been really disciplined with that. I've been up at daylight, which is summer. So, you know, I've been up so early. But then when they arrive, I'm like, right, look at the time. Okay, it's 5 to 8. I'm going to go and unlock ready for them to come. I'm going to stick the kettle on. There's your box of biscuits, you know, and I've been completely ready and present for them so that I can do it. People have said to me, actually, when I go out to work, I've seen clients or patients, they've been like, oh, so are you doing the building work then? Well, no, I'm not doing the building work, but I can't just go, oh, off you go then. I'll just see a little fly in this room or a spider or something in the corner. I'm not squashing him against this nice white paintwork. So I'm just like, no, you need to be there. There's lots to do, even though I'm not doing the actual work. I've done some bits, but not that. So obviously if you get up and you're rushing around, you're going to start your day stressed, and then it's only going to go one way. You need to start it in the right mindset, feeling positive, feeling ready, like bring it on, I'm going to do this day. Next tip, stay positive. Keep your we can do this attitude, because without that, you're gonna think, oh, it's too much. Okay, consider journaling. And I know probably some of you are going to be men that's watching this, about 50-50 of you are. Journaling is something that is very therapeutic for so many reasons. It's a bit of a brain dump, and part of the reason I've been getting up so early in the mornings is to do that before anything starts. And I find, like, my journal is completely private. I share a lot online, but my journal is private. It's my thoughts only for me, and there'll be things in there that I don't share with absolutely anybody in the world. There's not much that I'm that closed off, but I just want to put things down, and it just is a bit of therapy. So I've then got that out of my brain, it's clear, it's dumped, and I'm ready for the new day. And the last final thing, which is not a tip, I am going to answer the question. I've been asked quite a lot because I've been doing a lot of this and a lot of making videos and telling stories on YouTube. People are asking me, are you still a writer? Because I just saw you release this book and now you're not really talking very much about it. Yes, absolutely, I'm still a writer. I absolutely, sadly, have had to park that for now. Haven't done a lot of writing at all. My career is blossoming nicely at the moment. It's budding, it's in its buds at the moment. And since the book has come out, I've been asked so many questions about stuff to do, things to do that I can't share with you yet, because it's all cloak and dagger, it's all top secret. But trust me, that releasing that COVID book has absolutely been such a profile raiser for me, and people have gone, oh, you're a writer, let me have a look at what you've written. I will leave the links to the book down there if you want to go and have a look at that one, and my other ones are up as well. My Law of Attraction one is going to be going up, the ebook version is going to be going up for free very shortly, because there's going to be a revised edition coming out, and the revised edition will be the charged one, and this one is going to be not so, because it's not my best work as in literary wise. It needs editing and formatting, things like that, but the same information is still in there, so if you want to go get that, then do. And so yeah, absolutely, I'm still a writer. Like I say, everything's blossoming right now, and I'm feeling as though this is the most amazing time career wise. But I felt I couldn't sit and, well, my desk, I can show you my office, but I can't get to my desk right now anyway. Sitting at the dining room table really hurts my back to try and sit there and write, and I'm doing too much other stuff. So it's parked ever so slightly, just for a very short while, and then this will be completed, I reckon, within 2 weeks. This room will be completed. We have no windows in there at the moment. They will be coming, and the carpets will be down, and when the carpets are down, then that's the time that Nathan can move into this room and make it his own. It's a lovely big room. I'm not going to show you, actually. I was going to, but I'm not going to. You need to come and make sure you subscribe to this channel so that you can see the other videos. Go and watch one. I'll link one here or here, and enjoy that, and you can see how this started, and like, obviously look where we are now. A little bit of a teaser, but I'm not going to share any more with you. So I hope that helps. If you are doing home renovations and you're finding your brain is a bit frazzled, do leave comments down below, because I will see you down there. We can have a good old chat. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and bye bye for now.